the worst days of recovery are better than the best days of entrenched in your eating disorder. You're gonna have heard this quote if you've been looking online about recovery. And when I first heard about it, when I was in my eating disorder, I thought it was a load of crap, honestly. I mean, I felt great when my stomach is empty. I felt great when I skipped a meal, and I felt great when I exercised. And then I would be on kind of a high. And then in my recovery, I really experienced stuff when you're in your dorm room after eating a ginormous meal and you have a mental breakdown and your roommate comes, not your roommate, but your suite comes in the door, sees you crying on the floor with just uncontrollable tears and says, "I don't know how to help you, but I'll get somebody who does." I love her so much. After those experiences, I didn't really believe the quote because they were really bad days. But I thought about it. I was thinking about that quote today. And it is absolutely true. But it doesn't feel true at all. Because your mind, even in recovery, is controlled by the eating disorder. You might have a healthier body, a bigger body, but it doesn't mean that the demons in your mind have gone away. They're still controlling. They're still at the wheel. You're just slowly making them walk the plank. And it's tricky. It's so tricky, and I don't know, I felt like I was doing recovery wrong in some ways, and I'm just here to tell you that you're not. The disordered behavior and the thoughts that you had in your mind about being euphoric about skipping a meal or feeling empty or on a machine, yeah, they're there. They're definitely there, and you feel great. Your pants are loose, you look good in pictures, sure, everything's great, but that only lasts for a second. When I had my good days of eating disorder, my good days did not last the entire days. They were snippets of time, and then between the snippets, I was lightheaded, I didn't have any energy, and I was terrified when my friends invited me to go anywhere because what if they forced me to eat anything? And now I'm okay. Like, all of the bad days of recovery are steps towards the good ones, the actual good ones, not the ones that appease the demons in your mind, the good times that are truly good, that allow you to actually feel joy, that allow you to be with friends relaxed, that allow you to not feel good in clothes because they're a size 00, but because they are supporting your new body, your healthy body, the one that you truly wanted to be, the one that you needed. Of course, the process is hard. Of course, extreme hunger is hard. Of course, the panic attacks are hard. But why are they hard? They're hard because of the voices in your brain that are telling you, this is bad, abort mission, stop. They're bad because your eating disorder is telling you hard. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can say no. I've kind of developed, I'm trying to develop. It's there some days and then not there the other days. But a sort of calorie amnesia where you eat the calories and your brain starts to do the calculations and then you just say no. Sometimes you'll just hear me say nope. And that's me saying no. You need to separate the voices, and the voices don't sound like voices with an evil laughter or a really high-pitched tone. They're rational in your head because they're you. They seem good. They say, a one little run won't hurt you. Skipping one meal isn't really gonna hurt you. It's just giving you self-control. It's not. It's your eating disorder tricking you. I used to think when people talked about voices that they were crazy. Okay, they have them, but I don't have them because I don't hear any voices. They disguise themselves, and they disguise themselves really, really well. They could be in camouflage in the desert. Those pictures where you try and find the animal? Those are the voices. You can't see them, but they're there. And a book that helped me with this is Love Fat by Tabitha Farrar, where she names her voices in her head. And I named Divine, Scylla, and Charybdis, but that's a different story for a different day. So what I'm telling you, the summation of this video, it was inspired by the quote, "The worst days in recovery are better than the best days in trenching your eating disorder." And yes, it is true. Because you're working towards something, whereas the eating disorder is pulling you back. And that is the worst days. The worst days are the same reason for the best days in your eating disorder. The worst days are when the voices are telling you you're doing something wrong, and then the best days are the voices telling you you're doing something right. You don't want those voices. You don't want the eating disorder to win. You are you. You are not your eating disorder. Separate yourself. Realize that's what it means by that. And try to break free. Try to actually feel control of your body and not some senseless control. One more thing, because this makes me crazy. When people say your eating disorder is a grasp for control, I think that's stupid, okay? Because I've never felt more controlled when I was in the middle of my day with my eating disorder and I couldn't eat a stinking baby carrot because it wasn't time yet. Or I couldn't enjoy a day out with my friends because I was scared what we were going to eat. I mean, you are never more controlled than you are with your eating disorder, and the recovery is a time to slowly take the reins back from your eating disorder. And it will happen. It will be hard, and you're going to fight really hard, but that's what recovery is about. So, I hope this video has helped you in some way, or it's helped me kind of get the rantings out. So, be strong, fight the voices, and, unmask their disguise. I'll see you guys later. Bye.